it. Maybe we would need to understand it and say, obviously, again, through you, you would be able to guide whether she's not withholding information, or whether it's the right person to appear before us today and now. So maybe, because when she says, I gave that information later, the information she gave was related to those who want to seek for offices. And there is no controversy around that. And I think we all agree. We are talking about a person who is already employed somewhere as a public servant. In other words, simply putting it, people are doing two jobs. That during this electoral process, there are head teachers or something else. They also presiding officers, polling assistants, and the like. Is that permissible? Is it acceptable as per the standing orders or regulations or whatever you want to call them? Or you are not able to answer that question because it falls in the realm of public service headship. Just to contextualize that.
Chair, before she comes in.
Yes, please.
Yes, Chair, before she comes in, and for which we shall really request you, if you are not able to answer now, to go back and harmonize and get us a response. You will recall that not long ago, a few years, the cows were in charge of elections. The cows were in charge of, were the presiding of, were the returning officers. Were the returning officers. So maybe you will also help us. Why did the cows withdraw from that? Was it because of contradiction in the terms of holding two positions? Just not long ago, the cows were returning officers. Help us on that. So that we should not take long on this. If you can go back and bring a response, but guide us on that, so that we're able to move.
Yes, Honorable Nsamba.
Chair, I want to appeal to the PS, because if these simple questions she's unwilling to answer them, or she's answering with an attitude that she doesn't care. How about the serious matters that are in here? These are simple. I said simple. Honorable Salira. Yes, sir.
You see, Ajinadoli, when he wants to say the matter is small, he says, don't smallerize the issue. So I want to request you that don't smallerize the issue that we are raising. It is as equally important
as the accountability matters. I really don't know where we are going with somebody with this kind of attitude, the chair. I don't think she was ready for us today. Because now the beginning question, she's giving that attitude. What will happen to where we are going, Madam Chair?
Today is Monday. Madam PS, I'm trying to see how best I can express myself to you and on how we can go about this seemingly small issue. You know, it's very bad to use that much demeanor on the colleagues who you serve with, I should say. We are here as leaders of the people. To you, it doesn't, for us on our side, it doesn't matter how small we are in this country. But I think it's our duty to treat each other with respect. And when we come to engage with such committees, we must know that we are leaders. It's very absurd that a permanent secretary can be asked for guidance on a subject that is within your docket. And you seem to take us for granted. It's very disappointing on our part, because we've interfaced with many of your colleagues, but I'm telling you, we've never gotten this kind of treatment. Ever. Because colleagues ask you something, guide the country. Is a public servant, can a public servant be a presiding officer? You see? So, I wanted to refer you to Article 174 when it comes to responsibilities of permanent secretaries. And could be the PS seem to think that we don't know the responsibilities of a permanent secretary. I also beg you to educate us more on that if you think we are not that conversant with what a permanent secretary is supposed to do. But within the Constitution, a permanent secretary can tender advice to the responsible, to any of us. You can advise in any way. But for me, if you feel, and we are submitting on this for the last time, if you feel you cannot guide us on the boundary of public servants in regard to elections, and you feel you should refer us to the Electoral Commission, we are going to see how we are going to proceed with you. But I should say, for me, I've not liked this kind of demeanor and the treatment you are giving this side. So for me, I kindly request of you, for us it doesn't matter who is big and small in this country. Just know when we come to these committees, we have basically issues on accountability. So I kindly request that we get an answer of whether a public servant can be a public servant that is on a government payroll can take the responsibility that we're asking about, just for guidance. I don't know whether we are asking for too much. Colleagues, I'm getting disturbed. I don't know whether we are asking. I mean, no, at some time, for some of our colleagues who feel that they are too big, we can reach to an extent of begging as long as the country needs answers. We can even get to that level, it doesn't matter. So I'm really asking, are you in capacity to give us that response or not?
Thank you, Chair. I beg for a break so that I can prepare an appropriate
5
answer.
minutes break. Prepare.
Chair, I'm requesting for 15 minutes.
15 minutes granted. I've given you 20. You consult.
Okay. Thank you, Chair.
But Madam, she has a big delegation.
We have granted. We are not going to debate on that. 20 minutes, she consults. Why? We are still here.
Madam, why can't you assign another person, then we deal with?
Honorable Mudimi, somebody asks for time, we have given.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Ginshikang L-carnitine chromium capsules. Plant extract, scientific ratio. Take 3 capsules each time. The active ingredient accelerates fat burning, eat twice a day. Don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now. Ginshikang L-carnitine with chromium capsules helps you stay in shape. Please follow medical advice when taking this product. For more information, visit our website www.hgo.com or call 0800 335555.
Every organization and individual has a unique story to tell. It includes how they started.
When I thought of retiring, the journey of truckers started.
This was the whole economy of Uganda from 1903 to 1953. And from 1953, other people came into Namunkeke. And then us now.
I came here in 1994.
How they are currently performing and where they are heading.
Our factory for the last 13 years employs over 300.
We present to you the masterminds behind some of the biggest projects in the country.
For the president, he was excited. When he saw this, he said, can it move? He said he's going to do everything to support.
The Minister of Information then invited me to come and start the new vision.
I created the man-made lake in Mukono.
We have another medicine fight poverty, and that is the PDM now. All this that is happening in the country is enshrined in the subject called Musevenomics. It's the man who has been driving the economic policies which have shaped our direction up to now.
Tune into the Journey program on UBC TV to hear from CEOs, managers, entrepreneurs, diplomats, and many others as they share their inspiring stories and experiences, all aimed at inspiring Uganda.
Every Monday at 11 p.m. and a repeat on Wednesday at 11 a.m.
PDM, changing lives.
Kayesu Sarah says with the funds, we have diversed into piggery and juice production, generating profits that have transformed our lives.
Amazina ganjye nibanyita Kayesu Sarah, ninturo muri Kabango Kinyara. Kaguriyo mwaka gw'2023 mu kwezi kwa pokubanzo ko natandika kura amahuriro ga PDM. Bachifu baraba munu batugambira ngo tugende twehandikise